Good evening. Doesn't look like there's anyone here yet. But we'll wait. I'm sure someone's going to show up. Hey, it's showing 3 people now. Welcome in. But kind of a cool day today. High temperature was it got up to 91 at one point today. But for the most part, it was in the 80s most of the afternoon. And it's supposed to be like that for the next week or so. It's supposed to be upper 80s to low 90s. A little different than our close to 100-degree weather we had last week. Hello, Haig. Good to have you here. I don't have any news to report on the property yet. It actually is looking like may not be going with that property that I've been talking about. Been having some serious issues with the real estate agent and now with the real estate agency in general. Myself and the subscriber who was going to buy the property and let me do the rent to own on it both have been trying to get a hold of the agent since last Friday. I called her Friday morning and no response. So the subscriber called the office on Monday, was able to talk to someone. They tried getting hold of the agent, couldn't get a hold of her. I'm Dixie. Why are you between me and the laptop? I don't know if anyone can see me or not because Dixie decided she's going to stand in between me and the laptop. But I don't think she's blocking the camera. Maybe she is. Yeah, I think she was a little bit. Hello, Bobby. Good to have you here. So that's where we stand on that. And the other agent that she was talking to in the office said that there was a problem with the perk test on the property, that someone else was interested in it. I can't imagine why there'd be a problem with the perk test unless they did it in the spring of the year or something. But anyway, she didn't think that was really going to be an issue. And that property is zoned R1 or 1R. I forgot which way it is there. But what that means is there can only be one residence on the property. But I'm not sure if there's any other restrictions or not. That's one thing that I want to talk to the real estate agent about. But it's not working out to be able to talk to her. So I think we might be just giving up on that property. And there is a house that I've been trying to get in contact with the owner for over a week now. Well, he's not responding by email, but he did get a hold of Brett and Deborah and give them his number. Well, they had his number already, but told them to give me his number. So now I got his phone number. I tried calling him, but there was no answer. But it was about 9 o'clock, and I guess he shuts his phone off in the evening. So I'll try giving him a call in the morning and see if we can figure out anything with that. Well, my day went pretty good, Haig. Just dealing with what I was just talking about. But other than that, everything else went pretty good today. And for those of you that have watched my last couple videos, you know that I've been having an issue with one of the kittens. Fluffy here. She was born on April 7th. And she was good and plump. And she's very, very skinny now. She was sick last week. She acted like she had an upper respiratory infection. Her eyes were running, nose was running, and she was sneezing. But she seems to be better from that now. So hopefully that's why she lost the weight. Maybe she wasn't eating good when she was sick. But she seemed to be feeling better now. And I'm trying to really keep track of whether or not she's eating. And I seem to be able to get her to eat pretty good now. She's not a big fan of kitten food, but I think I figured out part of that's the flavor. Because I just gave her some, I don't know what was the name of it? Ocean whitefish. That she seemed to like. I know I gave her some turkey the other day, and she didn't care for that. And there was another flavor that she hasn't been eating. But the ocean whitefish was farther down in the box. And now that I'm getting down into that, she seemed to eat that. So I'll have to try that. And she will eat the adult canned food. Her preference really seems to be the dry food. So I'm going to try to get her a bag of dry kitten food. Especially if I can find something high calorie, though, put some weight on her and try that with her. And I have tried feeding her some tuna fish, and that really has worked out quite well. She loves tuna fish. What I have is in water, but I'm going to get some in oil, so I have a few more calories in it, and give her some of that. And she's not really acting sick now, so, and I did get some worm medicine for her and treated her with that. So hopefully with everything I'm doing here, she'll put some weight back on. Yeah, I talk to Nightbot sometimes too, Bobby. Here's Dino. This is Fluffy's brother. There were just the two of them that litter. Their mother's a very small cat, so I figured that's why she just had the two kittens. They actually made me kind of nervous when I get freaked up there because Dino jumped up there by my laptop. But he actually wasn't going to go on the laptop. He was reaching up and slapping my face on the screen. Hello, Wanda. Good to have you here. Hello, Radio Man. Good to have you here. I don't know why my face keeps fading out so much tonight. Maybe I should be a little bit closer. Let's scoot up a little closer here. That's not going to work. My knees are right into the coffee table now. There we go. See how that works. Yeah, I could shut off the virtual background, but then you just got a window with chicken wire over it for a background. I thought this looked better. But I actually have a couple throw blankets. Maybe I'll hang one of them up. I'll make it look a little better. So, guys, stay back. I get afraid they're going to walk across the keyboard and shut me down. The only problem with trying to do a live with cats around, normally they're settled down and sleeping by now, but I just fed them about half hour ago, so they're wide awake. I think the milk might help, but unfortunately, she didn't seem to be interested in milk. She wants her mother's milk, but she didn't seem to want store-bought milk. And since she seems to like the dry food, I actually tried to put some milk on that. So it'd be like cereal. She wouldn't even touch it. I did have a suggestion of using powdered milk, but I haven't mixed any up yet. I should mix up some powdered milk and see what she does with that. Hello, Bert. Good to have you here. Hello, Pook. Good to have you here. Dino, stop. He's got a scratching post, but my legs seem to work better as a scratching post. And it hurts. So that's about where we stand with that now. So hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to get a hold of the guy with that house and find out some information on that. And then if everything works out with that, then that would be a good thing. Hello, Drew. Good to have you here. Hello, the chicken. Good to have you here. And I played one of your playlists a couple nights ago, the chicken. Some of the videos on there I had already played, so I'm not sure how much watch time you got out of it. I think some of the newer ones you put on there I hadn't seen yet. But I'm going to keep run your playlist when I get a chance. Did you want to tell the story, Drew? I think I don't have the link here. All right, I posted the link. If you want to come up and tell the story, Drew, or if anyone else wants to come up. Hello, Josh. Good to have you here. Yes, Wanda. Before you came in, I was telling that we've been having issues with the real estate agent, and now with the real estate agency in general. They don't want to return phone calls. Very hard to try to talk to. And we're just starting to think now that it's not worth the hassle of dealing with them. Hello, the chicken.
Good evening. Yeah.
How you doing on your watch hours now?
They keep taking them away from me. I'm back. I was at 1.52 the other week. Now I'm back down to 1.41. They're taking them away just like they took away your subscribers a while ago.
Is it because of watch hours that you got over a year ago?
Yeah, around this time last year, I was absolutely killing it with long videos. Like, just about every single one of my videos about this time last year was getting typically like 200 to 400 plus views.
Yeah, that hurts when you go over a year like that.
Yeah. So I got like at its peak, I had like 1.8K hours, but then like they started removing them because like back when I was like a smaller channel, like I had a video that hit the algorithm and got like 1.2K views, but I deleted it because I didn't like it. So that video got a lot of watch hours because the average view duration was like very, very, very high.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to watch more of your playlist and try to help you out there. If anyone can run the chicken's playlist, you could really use the watch hours.
Yeah, I'm thinking about like starting like a rebrand on my channel so that way I can start getting more views on the videos. Because like I think it's just because like I'm being confined to like two topics. Like if you have notifications on, you'll realize that almost every single one of my videos are just being like gardening and chicken videos. I think I should like expand probably and probably start collaborating with bigger members in the community.
Yeah, if you expand, you'll probably hit a bigger audience.
Yeah.
Okay, Drew, I see you So you're going to put it in your next video? I'll be anxious to see that video. And again, I didn't do anything special. I just did what was right when I saw that on there. Yes, Wanda. I'll find the right property. And I can't remember if you were in here when I was telling about, I got the phone number tonight of the house that I was interested in, and I was having trouble getting an email to the guy. Well, I got his phone number now, but I understand he turned his phone off in the evening. So by the time I got it, it was almost 9 o'clock and no answer. But I did send him a text message, and I'm going to try calling him again in the morning. So maybe they'll work out. Stop.
Ow.
Yeah, I guess all the comments here, people talk with each other. And if there's anyone on here that's not connected with other people, go ahead and type King. Nightbot will drop your link for you. And the chicken's been trying to get watch hours, and as you heard him saying there, his watch hours are over a year old are dropping off, so he's having quite a time there. And he's been a very good supporter of my channel. He shouts me out all the time. So I'd like to try to help him get some watch hours. Yeah, if anyone's got any questions for me, feel free to put them in the chat. And once I get situated in a permanent spot, then I want to start working on expanding my chicken flocks and then eventually get to the point where I can start selling chicks. Thank you, Wanda. I appreciate that. And Mama V has been doing amazing with her channel. She went from less than 5,000 a month or two ago up to 22 or 23,000 now. Hello, Faith Place. Good to have you here. If anyone hasn't hit the thumbs up, please do. That will help push this out more. I can't tell how many thumbs up I have on the StreamYard side of it. And I don't want to open our tab up for YouTube right now and take a chance on freezing up my laptop. But I know I was told once that when I get up to 50 thumbs up, that it gets pushed out. And during that live, I hit 50 thumbs up, and all of a sudden, I started getting new people in that weren't subscribed to me. So there must be some truth to that. That's a good way to describe that, Bobby. 2 mountains over. Yes, I'm slowly growing, Wanda. I think earlier today, if they haven't taken any away from me, I was at 1,037. Oh, okay, Faith Place. Thanks for checking that. Bobby, thanks for checking that. I appreciate it. What dog are you talking about, Faith Place? I don't have a dog. Are you talking about one of the dogs that's on the farm here where I'm staying? The only animals I have is cats and chickens. Right now, anyways. Okay, the chicken. That's fine. Hello, Heather. Good to have you here. Yeah, good to hear Brian sent you over. Yeah, I've got a cat that I'm concerned over. She was sick last week. Well, it's a kitten, actually, 12 weeks old. She was sick last week with an upper respiratory infection. Well, what I'm 99% sure was an upper respiratory infection. And I didn't have the money to get any antibiotic for her. And definitely didn't have money enough to go to the vet. But she seems to be recovering from that now quite well. But she's very skinny. I think it could be a combination of things. I think partly because she was sick, and also her and her brother both have been drinking a lot of milk from their mother, and since they're 12 weeks old now, I think she's drying up now. And I'm thinking maybe Dino, he's no problem. He's good and fat. He's growing good. And he'll eat anything. But I don't think Fluffy is eating as much solid food as she needs to be. I think she was too dependent on the milk. So I'm really trying to push that with her now. But she seemed to be better from the respiratory infection now. She's not sneezing. She doesn't have the runny nose. Her eyes look better now. So I think that's cured itself. And I'm trying to make sure I stick food right in front of her and make her eat several times a day. And normally when I put food in front of her like that, she is eating. She's going to the food dish that I keep out 24/7 with dry food in it. She's going to that and eating. And yesterday I started giving her tuna fish. She loves tuna fish. So hopefully she'll start gaining some weight. And I also did get some worm medicine and gave that to her. So hopefully we're on the right track. Hello, coffee walks and whatever. Good to have you here. Oh, May's place. I know what you mean. I get so confused sometimes. Sorry if I missed anyone coming in or missed any comments. I'm going through here now, trying to check to see what I might have missed. Oh, that's fine, Josh. I get the same way. I try to multitask and then I end up not being in chat and people think I left, but I'm still there listening. How many cats do I have? I have 5 adult cats and the 2 12-week-old kittens. So I've got 7 total. Oh, that was nice. Chat just disappeared on me and then came back right at the bottom. So now I gotta go up here and there. Find out where I was. Yep, that video Drew has coming out. You can find out what I did. I gave him some information that I found out. And he was very happy to get that information. It's very important. But he'll explain it all in his video. Yep, I imagine dogs would love tuna because all my cats love it. Hello, Big Italian. Good to have you here. Ah, there it goes again. And that should not have been up there. Well, it's good to have you here, Heather. I hope you come back. I've got this midweek live at 10 o'clock Central, and then I've got a live on Sunday at 5:30 Central. Yep, I know what you mean there. Coffee walks, whatever. Tuna can do that. Yep, they're my cats, Wanda. They're my babies. I love my chickens, but I really love my cats. Okay, I guess you're trying to say Goody Jules is here also. Well, welcome. Hello, Sherry Lynn. Good to have you here. Oh, yeah, I know what you mean about remembering names. When my laptop wasn't working right, I used my phone. I got to know a lot of names, and I was typing names in because it was easier than typing in the channel name. But now that I'm back on my laptop, I'm just typing in at and 2 letters, and the channel name pops up, and that's a lot easier. Plus, it's highlighted, so it's easier to see that someone's talking to you. So that's the way I prefer doing it. And I'm afraid I'm gonna start forgetting names by doing that. Okay, Base Place, no problem. Okay, have a good night, Wanda. Thank you, Wanda. I appreciate it. Yeah, you got it, Radio Man. Chickens and cats. Eventually, this will be several years down the road. I'll probably get a couple goats. I think I'm gonna get some ducks. Yeah, I wish I had done what some people do and started writing names down right when I first started. But now I'm connected with so many people. It would take me forever to write everyone down. And even the ones that I know their names, I kind of would like to write them down so if I forget them, I can always look it up. Okay, good night, Coffee Walks. It's good to have you here. Good night, Heather. Good to have you here. Yeah, there's just too much stuff to remember in general. I know they say we only use a very small percentage of our brain, and you've got to train the rest of your brain to work for you. But what seems to happen is when you got new stuff to remember, some of the older stuff just gets pushed out. Yep, it sure does, Bobby. I have a brother that had a brain aneurysm and a stroke, and they had to do surgery. They had to put a cage around the aneurysm, and his memory wasn't good after that. He could remember stuff from years ago, no problem. Stuff that happened like 20, 30, 40 years ago, remembered no problem. But his problem was with more recent stuff. He was getting lost on roads that he traveled all the time. He was probably not more than 10 miles from home one day and just couldn't figure out how to get home from there. And there was a crew working on the road, and he used to work for our town highway department. And there was a county highway department crew working there, and he knew some of the guys on that crew. So he stopped and asked them, and they told him how to get home. But it was from an area that he should have had no problem with, but he just couldn't remember it. Yeah, that is a hard one to remember, Josh. Hello, Stella. Good to have you here. Yeah, sorry to hear that, Josh. That is pretty sad. But anyone else have any questions for me or any topics you want me to cover? But sometimes that needs to be done, Bobby. Well, I'm hoping I can make some contact tomorrow with the guy that's got that house for sale. Oh yeah, I remodeled the camper here and I really made it nice. Yeah, I thought the piano was a good touch, even though I can't play it. I wish they had more of these virtual backgrounds available. The only other ones they have available is a brick wall. Um, I think there was another one too, but I know you can blur the background, but I really don't like that one. I need to try to download some, but last time I did it, I wasn't able to do that. You like this one, Josh? That's good. I know this is quite a popular one. Dixie, you can't be up there, sweetie. This is Dixie. This is Fluffy's mother. Oh, I've seen several people with it. Um, I know Micro Farmer has used this one. I can't think who else, but I've seen a couple other people use it too. I'd like to get some nature scenes and then switch them around a little bit, but I find some I like and I don't seem to be able to download it. I know one that told me it was the wrong size. I'm not computer literate. 'Cause even though there's computers around when I was in school, I never used them. So anything I know about a computer is just stuff that I picked up on my own as an adult. And I've never had any actual training with computers. So there's a lot of stuff that I don't know. And then, as I'm sure a lot of you are aware, the older you get, the harder it is to learn stuff about electronics. I know when I was a teenager, I was good with the video games that I was playing on Atari, and if I try to play a video game today, it doesn't turn out well. Get back here, Oreo. That's Oreo that you saw just a minute ago there, sitting on the back of the chair. Yeah, who's that Drew's Lens guy that you put the link up for, Josh? Is that someone I should know? Drew is a good guy. I like him. That's the way to do it, Bobby. What I did, I just started going to a lot of lives, meeting as many people as I could, and that really helped my subscribers. Because I'd go to a lot of lives that there'd be some people in there I'd know, but there'd be a lot of people I didn't know. And then I'd end up subscribing to them. They'd end up subscribing to me. And I don't even know how many channels I'm subscribed to now. It was over 1,300 the last I knew. It's probably 1,400 or 1,500 now. I probably should go through that list and downsize it. Because there's some on there that I can't get a chance to get to watch their videos or lives or anything. And those channels aren't supporting me. That's what I want to concentrate on doing is giving more support to the ones that are supporting me. It's been tough this summer. It just seems like it's just been hectic. I thought things would calm down, but and there's still a lot of stuff I'm trying to look up online, and ouch, I have to stand up a minute here and stretch. And the Wi-Fi signal isn't the greatest right here. So a lot of times I spend a lot of time trying to reconnect. Tonight it seems to be pretty good, but I do have to have my laptop right up against the window. Yeah, thanks for posting those links, Josh. So they're good channels that you're posting. Yeah, they were the good game back then, Bobby. I wish I still had my Atari 2600. That got lost somewheres in one of the moves over the past few years. And I had some stuff in the storage unit that I couldn't get a ride there to get the rest of my stuff out. I got some of it out. but I couldn't get a ride there to get the rest of it out, so I lost that stuff. And I'm not even sure exactly what was in there. Hello, Chef. Good to have you here. I gotta stand up now. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Yeah, I don't really play video games anymore. I have a few games on my phone that I play every now and then, and that's about it. Well, now you can see Oreo. Dixie. You can't be there, Dixie. Go over there. Yep. Brought this house with me. You'd be amazed what you can do. I know years ago there was a house not too far from where I lived. Well, about 15 miles. And the property the house was sitting on got sold for something. I can't remember now what it was. But anyways, I think it was a business was gonna go in where they were. And they bought the property, and the couple who was living there loved that house. So they paid an outrageous price to have it moved. It only had to be moved about a mile down the road, but it took them all day to do it because they had to shut the road down, and then they had to have the telephone company and the electric company there to cut the lines, and they go through. They had to reconnect the lines, and it was quite a thing just to move that house a mile. I really don't know if the piano's in tune or not. I just said I want a piano in my living room. I can't play a piano, but I wanted one, so I got it. Yep, that's right, Josh. Sounds just the same, silent. Yeah, I know what you're saying there, Josh. That's tough. Hello, straw hat, no shoes. Good to have you here. Would anyone have any questions or topics you want me to talk about? I think I covered everything I was going to cover, but I do want to thank all my members that are here. I appreciate it. Unfortunately, I won't be getting any of that money until probably sometime in August. But I will be getting it eventually, so that will help out. Oreo, you can't be up there, buddy. Oreo went to the star of the show now. But if anyone wants to join my membership, there is a join button. Just click on that. You can see the different levels that I have. And if anyone shops on Amazon, in the description of my videos, it's not in the lives, but in the description of the videos, there's a link in there. If you click on that and go into Amazon that way, then I get a few cents from anything you purchase on there. It's all stuff that will help me out a little bit. Once I get $10 worth of commissions on Amazon, then I'll get a Amazon gift card. In order to get a check, you have to have $100. So I chose that when I got $10, I'll get a gift card. There's always something that I need off Amazon. No, Bobby, I didn't get your number. I'll ask him about that tomorrow. If any of you weren't in here earlier, I'll give you an update on Fluffy. Her respiratory infection that she had last week seems to have cleared up on its own. Now I'm just trying to put some weight on her because she's very, very skinny. So I'm trying to give her some different types of food. And when she's laying there, I keep putting food right in front of her. And she'll eat it. We'll eat some of it. So I think we're on the right track there. She's not very active right now, but she's not really acting like she's sick. Like last night, when I went to sleep, she was laying on the pillow next to my head. And I woke up a couple times during the night, she was there. Woke up this morning, she wasn't there. I looked for her. She was laying down by my feet. So I just called her name. She popped her head right up. I said, "Why don't you come back up here?" And she came right up and laid down on my pillow next to me. And if she was still sick, she wouldn't do that. Okay, Josh, you have a good night. And thanks for dropping those links. And then the property that I've been talking about for the last week, it doesn't look like that's going to work out. We've been having some issues there contacting the real estate agent, and then got a hold of another agent in the office, and no, she doesn't want to return phone calls or anything. And actually now I'm looking at a house that's going to be coming up for sale soon. So maybe that'll work out. Okay, good night, Josh. Yeah, I would love to take her to the vet, Haig, but I don't have the money to take her to the vet. I've only got, I think, around $40 right now. And I'm sure $40 isn't even going to pay the exam fee, much less any medicine or anything. Or any testing or anything. So I'm not going to be able to do that. I know that would be ideal, because then I could find out exactly what's wrong with her and get that treated. And I'm sure they would have some high calorie food that they would recommend. It'd be a lot better once I get my disability. Because once I get a good amount of money coming in every month, then I'll be able to do a lot more. Yeah, I know when I was in New York, I called the vet's office for the cat that died in March. And they said the office call alone was $82. I don't know what it is here. I'm hoping a little less, but that wasn't the most expensive vet up there. They, in the past, they'd always been very good working with me. I know I took a couple cats there, and each time I had right around $200 to work with. And I told them what I had, and they just kind of downsized their treatment plan a little bit to meet the $200 I had. The one cat, they wanted to do some more testing on it, find out if this was wrong or that was wrong. But they was going to come to like 300 or 400. And when I told them I had 200 to work with, they just sent me home with one medicine, Clavel Max. And that's what I wanted to get for Fluffy last week. And they said, try that. Because they said, no matter what the test said about any other illness, that's one medicine they definitely would give me no matter what. And they said the possibility maybe that was all was wrong with him. And it turned out that's all that was wrong with him. I'm not sure, Haig. I'm just starting with an attorney down here because the one in New York never got the case filed. So I'm starting with an attorney here. But from what I'm told, I didn't hear this from an attorney, but people have told me that it shouldn't take too long here because they're now overloaded with cases like they are in New York. Because even the attorney's office, you'd have to wait week, 10 days to get a phone call back from them because they were just overwhelmed with everything. Yep, I'm hoping that I can get enough to live on. And I've got a retirement from New York State Retirement System from when I was working for a school district up there. And that is 243 a month. And I believe if I get the disability, I can start drawing that right away. But otherwise, I would have to wait until I'm 62, which would be another 10 years. But I believe that once I get disability, I can get that. So whatever my disability is, I'd have 243 additional. So it should work out. Hello, Eddie. Good to have you here. Yeah, I noticed a lot of things are a slower pace here. Like, for instance, the assessor stopped by here one day. He stood up there in the driveway talking to Brett and Deborah. Well, he asked the questions that he needed to know for the assessment. That was less than 5 minutes. Then he just stood up there and talked to him for like an hour, just talking about the farm and different things going on and stuff. just like a conversation you'd have with your next door neighbor. He was in no hurry to get back to the office or stop at the next house or whatever. It's just funny how things are so much different down here. Hello, Big Matt. Good to have you here. But I love it here. Everyone is so friendly. And it's just better here all around. Bobby, you're 60 and a half. Should I wait? I'm not sure what you're asking if you should wait on. But I know I um I wouldn't think that you should wait, Bobby. That I mentioned about 62. What that was my New York State retirement, and to get the full amount of that normally is 62. But I think if I get disability, I can still get the full amount right away. But well, I wouldn't think that you would need to wait. Like I was saying there about how I don't move too fast. Well, the other day, and whenever I go to a store, if they have the motorized scooters, I always get one of them because it'd be very difficult, if not impossible, for me to walk through a store. If I'm pushing a shopping cart, it helps, but it's still tough. Well, I had a motorized scooter the other day, and I wanted to get some cream cheese that was on the top shelf. I could get the door open, but it was kind of hard to reach up there and get it. So I was gonna get off so I could stand up next to the scooter and get it. And the person behind me, oh no, that's fine. Don't get up. What do you need? And then he got me what I needed. So exactly what I wanted. Reached up, got it, gave it to me. And here they're in his way. And then he helps me. Didn't have a problem with that at all. And that's what I like about this area. There's so many people that just willing to wait till I get where I need to go. If I'm coming up to a door, they'll stand there and hold the door and wait till I get there. In fact, I'll tell them, well, it's going to take me a minute to get there. You don't have to stand there and hold the door open. Oh, no, that's fine. I can wait till you get here. So that's another reason that I love it here. That I love the weather. I know the winter's going to be a lot easier on me. Yeah, I'd say go ahead and do it, Bobby. Yeah, that's unfortunate that your cousin lied. Yeah, I'm assuming that he must have said he was going to help out, and you probably helped him get here, and then he's not helping out. That's hate it when stuff like that happens. But hopefully you can get things straightened out there. Yep, that's what it sounded like. That's what I figured, Bobby. Yeah, I was just fortunate that I had someone that offered to move me down here. Actually, I had two people offered. But the other one, he was going to have to take time off from work, and he was going to rent a trailer to put my stuff in, and the other one that offered already had a cargo van. I wasn't able to bring everything, but it's working out. That there's some stuff that I'm gonna have to still work on replacing. Hello, Russian Wind Mountain. Good to have you here. I added some more stuff to my Amazon list and my Walmart list the other day. Got some tools on there now that I'm going to be needing, along with the other stuff that I had on there. I can always use help with cat food, and there's just different things on there. And I've had some people email me asking about different things. So if anyone's got any questions about anything I might need, go ahead and email me. Anything that's on my list that you might not understand, go ahead, send me an email and I'll explain why I need that. Hello, Beauty Jules. Gotta get off from there, Dixie. Good to have you here. I gotta go back to full screen because Dixie decided to somehow get 3 windows up on the screen, all small windows. I think that I have the laptop in her favorite spot. That's where she likes to lay, so. But unfortunately, with that being the strongest Wi-Fi signal, that's where I have to have the laptop. Oh, that's fine, Judy. At least you made it. Well, for the couple people that just came in, just want to let you know, when I talked about this a couple times earlier, the property that I've been talking about for the last week, I'm not sure if that's going to happen. It's really looking like it's not going to happen now. But I'm in contact with someone that's got a house that's going to be coming up for sale soon. I just got his phone number because he's not answering my emails. But I just got his phone number, and I called him about 9 o'clock, and there was no answer, but I was told he shuts his phone off in the evening. So I'll try calling him again in the morning. And I did send him a text message. So when he turns his phone on, he'll have my number. Maybe he'll try to call me, but I hope he'll connect to him tomorrow and see what he's going to be asking for the house, and then see if we can set up a time to go see what the property's like and stuff. But I'm thinking that might be a good choice there. But yeah, I heard some talk about that sandwich challenge. I'll have to check your video out later. Dixie, stay down. Dixie, go lay in my bed. How about that? Dixie don't want to lay in my bed. She wants to be up here where she. Oh, wait, nope, not on the laptop. No. I like that. Clueless Productions. Thank you to everyone that is up to Pettit Jean River Homestead. If anyone else isn't subbed to him, check his channel out at least. He's a very good supporter of mine, and I'd like to have you at least check his channel out. And anyone wants to drop your link, go ahead and type King in chat. Nightbot will drop your link, and you can do it more than once. That's not a problem. Here's the other thing I've been talking about tonight. It's Fluffy. She seems to be over her upper respiratory infection now. But she's very skinny. So trying to put some weight on her. I keep sticking food in front of her. And anytime I stick in front of her, she usually eats a little bit of it. She wasn't real big on kitten food, but I'm getting farther down into the box. And I think it's the flavor that was on the top she didn't care for. Because I'm down to ocean whitefish now. And that she seems to like. So I'll have to continue feeding that to her. And she eats with the big cats. When I give them canned food, she eats that. She likes dry food. She picks at that a little bit. Well, she is potty trained. I don't know why, but past couple days, she has gone over by the door a couple times. Well, I'm hoping to get her back because she has been pretty good about using the litter box. She is so friendly. Beautiful cat, too. Long haired. And it looks like she's going to have around her neck. It looks like it's going to be almost a gray, dark gray, instead of the black all the way through. I had another cat like that a few years ago. He was a beautiful thing. And this is unique on her. Her left rear foot has white toes. All her other feet are all black. I have never had a cat with just one foot has some white on it. Usually all four do, or at least two of them. The first one I've ever had is just the tips of her toes on that one foot are white. All their other feet are solid black. And she's got some white under her neck, and her belly's pretty well white. Her name's Fluffy. Oh, I didn't say that. She's long-haired. That's why I named her Fluffy. She is a fluff ball. If you don't want to crawl that whole distance, Bobby. Getting late. I'm getting tired now. Okay, have a good night, Bobby. Did anyone have any questions for me to keep me going, or at least a topic you want me to talk on? No. Pixie. No. Dixie. No. I'm sorry. When I get done, take the laptop down. You're going to have that back. Go lay in my bed for now. Right here. There you go. Good girl. I'm sorry about that. Dixie's insistent she's going to get up there. Well, I know I've had people ask in the past about a garden. It's not going to happen this year, but next year I am going to do some gardening. I'm not sure how big it's going to be, but I'm going to have to either have raised beds or containers or something. Because I can't work with a garden in the ground. But that'll be coming next year. No matter what ends up happening with getting a house, or if I get property, put a camper on it, whatever happens, I would like to have a garden next year. Okay. Good night, Judy and Tony. Good to have you here. Numbers are getting down quite a bit now. Only 6 people left here. And like I said, I'm getting tired. If you don't get any questions for me, go ahead and ask. I'll address them. But I don't think I'm going to be on too much longer. I'm going to start going to bed a little bit earlier than I have been. There's some nights it's 1, 2 o'clock. Has been after 3 o'clock. But I'm going to try to get my schedule adjusted so I can start getting up earlier. So I want to start going for a bike ride every morning. But I want to do that before it gets too warm. And I like to sit outside and have a cup of coffee or two in the morning too. And if I don't get up till 9 or 10 o'clock, by then it's getting too warm to sit outside and drink coffee. Oreo, you can't be up here, buddy. So I think I'm going to go ahead and end this now. Thank you for being here, everyone. I appreciate it. I'm going to try to start getting more videos out. I just haven't seemed to have the content for the videos lately. But I'm going to try to get back to putting more videos out. And I'll be back for my Sunday live at 5:30 Central on Sunday. Good night, Tony. Good to have you here. So I'm going to end this now. And good night, everyone.